welcome. Welcome to I Spy with my shamanic eye. Gabrielle here. Come on in. All right. You know what I find funny? I give advice to people, and sometimes my human will override shit, and it is just the funniest thing ever. And here I am, like, don't get caught up, don't get caught up. And what did my behind do? But it's okay. It's okay. It's so enjoyable. That's all I can say. And I'm doing my best not to be salacious about what I'm enjoying, okay? Because it's very easy for people to, like, I don't know, just get way too wrapped up. But anyway, let's send out some love, some joy, a little congratulations, because it is graduation season, and truth is always, and some, because we just know. All right, I'm going to put some information in the chat for those of you who want mini reads. There you go. Okay. There we go. Okay. Oof. And away we go. Archangel Michael, as always. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Love you, love you. Guardians of the Galaxy commence. Ooh, it is a very fortuitous time. Okay. Woo! I just had to get grounded. You're like, whoa, hold on. There's no way we missed that. No. You're headed in the right direction. Okay, so if you've been questioning your movements, your directions, your choices, you're doing the right thing. Whatever that looks like to you, whatever that pertains to for you. Okay. What messages do you have for me? Ooh, look, the King of Wands. Whoa, 4-1. Actually, sometimes retraining is just. Ooh, wow. Okay. So meet me at the altar. All right, so there's a masculine energy who's thinking about their own stability, thinking about their foundations, their family, their relationship, if there's any children, things of that nature, even like collaborations and partnerships. There's an opportunity on the table, something very tangible, very real. There's been some small communication about it. This could even be for somebody like you. Hey, sweetie. Um, you could very well be receiving a promise ring for someone, because I know there's like this. It's so funny how this looks, right? There's this massive rock, Ace of Pentacles, right? And there's the page, and it's not quite, but it's still a large pentacle. All right, so there, the Five of Swords just jumped out and went to the far left. So that makes me feel like this King of Wands has something on their mind that they're trying not to show, but there's a measure of determination to it. Lord. Someone's very much in their head about this. There's all like somebody feels like they're getting played, they're getting manipulated. Someone doesn't know enough. The Page of Swords is upside down in my deck, and it shouldn't be, but it's the card on the bottom. Something you're not seeing, and you need to. Someone's also, I'm getting a couple things. There's this thing about marriage and the future and all of that and balancing things out and you know, and but there's this issue what feels like infidelity at the back of somebody's mind with this. Are they being played? Are they being manipulated? Because here we have Five of Cups, Two of Pentacles, and there's the Lovers with the Knight of Wands, and there's the Empress. See, like there's someone could be questioning the paternity of a child as well. They're uncertain, and there's something they just can't shake about it. Like I don't know if the child doesn't look like this King of Wands. There are certain features because like the pentacles, right, it's tangible. There's something tangible that is causing serious suspicion. Someone feels like another person has trapped them in this situation, but they can't shake this feeling of infidelity. That's wild. Okay, well, let's just see. They don't know if they should go. Okay, is the child in question theirs? Yes. Sir, yes. I feel like the child is very much. I got three different readings slash energies coming through these cards, so bear with me as we divine through them. Okay, but the child is a star seed, so they're a little peculiar. I don't think it's so much the fact that the child doesn't look like the King of Wands as much as the child doesn't behave like either. I do feel like yeah, man. They're very bright. You you're mistaking one thing for another, right? The Page of Swords is often considered a genius, a child prodigy, if you will. Um, there's a lack of recognition for the fact that this child is brilliant. I got the Star and the Magician. I mean, absolutely brilliant. So they, oh my God. All right, see. This is one of those things where I'm feeling like, because this man, I feel like, got a hold of an empress. I'm not even joking. This woman is above his pay grade. I cannot. That's her child. I saw the empress again when I cut to the other deck. This King of Wands, right? Somehow charmed his way into the bed of an empress, whether she was in full bloom or whether or not she stepped into her power. Yeah. In very karmic, toxic, lusty energy. There is a child here. That's her child. That's the best way I can put it. That child's gifts and attributes are not because of you, King of Wands. Yeah, you donated some seed, but that's her child. That's what this is. I don't know. I ain't gonna tell you to walk away, but man, I can't. I can't. Cause and look, let me tell you how we saw it over here, right? Look, Fool, Eight of Wands, Hermit, right? He don't see, right? Because he don't really recognize this woman because he came across her at a different point in life. Queen of Cups, Five of Cups. We talked about that. Regret, Six of Swords, World, Lovers, King of Wands. Okay. Anyway. Okay. Second bit of energy. King of Wands knows he needs to take action, but there is a level of stubbornness involved in this with the Four of Wands, Five of Wands, right next to excuse me, the Four of Wands, King of Wands, right next to each other, bringing in the Five of Wands, Ace of Wands here, and so God is trying to overwrite this man's stubbornness, if you will, because they're trying, like, they're in their head, like Eight of Swords, Nine of Swords. It's like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. There's communication that needs to be sent. I'm like, what? This man went and did some digging, some research, and got a reading from a high priestess to gain some insight into the matter. Hence why this person is now going back and forth because they made the wrong decision. They ran away from the Empress. Ooh, wow. I don't feel like this person's in a good spot in life. I just don't. Um, because an Eight of Swords, Nine of Swords with the moon, it's like it's being amplified. Like, this is somebody's biggest fear come to fruition, is what this feels like. Because again, this Five of Swords, right? Because somebody was just so assured. But this is over here because I feel like there's a tug of war between a divine and a mortal. A mortal who just refuses to grow up and refuses to mature. Excuse me. Oh, whatever. Okay. There's so much fear down here. So much fear. Okay. Um, then I'm gonna tell you this. There is energy being directed at your structure, your home, and all that. Someone doesn't like the energy that you're putting out because it really is high vibe, right? And so, when people gain from people's misery and their anxiety and somebody's trying to toss mayhem at your mental space to make you feel worried, fear, stress, anxiety. It's all an illusion. None of it's real. This has been going on for the better part of a year, and it's like this person feels like sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It's definitely, look, there's that Magician, King of Swords. There's the energy you operate in, Queen of Cups energy, is it's too sweet. It's too pure. It can't really be tainted. Yeah, you're too high vibe for this shit to stick too long. But they're very consistent. Yeah. There's a type of sabotage at play here. Tell me more. I feel like you make people uncomfortable because you're a good person and they're not, period. Knight of Pentacles. See, you're protected. Not to mention the energy that you carry, it has a protective shield with it. And so you're causing disruptions in people's flow of things. They're not up to anything good or positive. So continue going. Okay. That's all I can say to that. Fuck them. Yeah. See, this 9 of Wands, like they just keep trying and keep trying, but they cannot beat you. Your strength, aka your spiritual strength, right? You're too optimistic, and so suffering, it doesn't bother you. Like, I know how that sounds, but it's true. It does not bother you. See, look, as far as I know, I'm a delight. See, and it's like they can't influence how you feel about yourself. Like, there's so many different types of mental styles with all of this air energy out here. It's ridiculous. Look, and how they know is because you're happy, right? But I also feel like you are aware of this, of these tactics of the enemy. See the devil right behind it? Isn't that funny? See? There must be balance. And that's what people don't get. You can't be in an environment where it's all evil all the time and not expect a white hat, an agent of good, to ride into that environment and begin to balance the energies. That is fair. Anything else is a violation of spiritual law. And let me tell you something, you don't want to deal with that. What I say? Violation of spiritual law. Anything else will not be tolerated. So you could do what you do, but all you're doing is fucking up your own karma. I promise you. What I say, you could do what you do, but all you're doing is messing up your own karma. Do your job, go about your business. This right here, people are in direct violation of spiritual law. 3 of Swords, there's that page again. That's you, collective. New kid on the block. And you being targeted. Why? Because you represent karmic justice balance. There it is again. There it is again. I'm sorry. This energy really does make me quite irritated because of it. Like I respect the balance. Do you know what I mean? Like I genuinely, sincerely respect the balance. I don't go in your lane, you don't come in mine. We all have our paths to walk. It's those people who do not comprehend that that is what it is. Those are the ones who are going to get shaken in a tower. Ugh. I know. It's just so irritating sometimes. You be like, fucking, look, what I said. Tower Sun. Yup. Anyway, they get on my nerves with that. It's so petty. It's so trivial. It's so trite. Like, for real. Ugh. Can't stand it. Whatever you, I just see the manifestation of whatever this person, these energies were that they represent. It's going back. Okay, It's just the same old song and dance. I would love a brand new one. Yeah, and it's definitely somebody in the environment that you are in that does not like your presence, and this is somebody who deals in low vibrational activities. Is a soul sucker who deals in the destruction of the family by narcotic, by sexualism, all of these things. One man in particular is housing these energies and is like at the top of the pyramid of destruction in your environments. Make sense? But look, this right here, they don't understand, but they about to. They don't get, and they that Five of Cups, like there is a God smack coming, okay, for this masculine energy I'm feeling so strongly, right? Because you work for God, like came here, free will, full, and that's why it makes it so much worse. These people feed off of the broken and the downtrodden, creating these energetic portals that ferry souls through, who need help, who need saving, who need love, who need what is that? Proselytizing too. Man, they need healing, they need faith. They money, you can do it, put your back into it. Look, I'm not, ma'am, I know who I'm talking to. Like I said, this is why I know this is a polarity issue. This is a cosmic balance issue, because we are talking about a feminine and a masculine. We are talking about light. We are talking about dark. We are talking about good versus evil. Like, this is what this is. uh, they want you to go. But see, people don't understand, when you are called to a place, you don't get to decide when you leave. Spirit will tell you when it's time to go. Truly. So they think they're getting something done under the cover of darkness, using the moon to try to do spell work. It's not working. And it's so funny. Like, I don't know, because I keep getting skull and bones. I keep seeing their number, and I do know like that. Shut up! Don't need to put that out there. Self-editing is rough, guys. Yeah. See, I don't know if these people in particular, like as an organization, I don't know how to describe it, but it's like they feel quite challenged by this. Like, you are over here, right? And I don't know if this goes with those people, but I keep seeing it. This is like the Holy Trinity, and this is like uh the Lion of Judah, right? So that person who, we'll just say the individual at the moment who carries the Christos energy is the best way, okay? And then you have this over here, these institutions, these governments, these banks, all of these things that have been built, that they have gained so much from, that they control. And here you are, you know, I'm just a girl in the world, but you're literally tasked with this, with truly bringing about absolute balance. I don't even like to use words like that in that context, because it feels too much like tyranny when you use words like absolute. Okay. And so they're doing everything they can, and they think they're doing it, like, you see how there's a ledge here, right? And it's like they think there's something shielding them from people witnessing what they're grabbing at, what they're taking. They're not. People are aware. They truly feel like you don't know what to do, collective, with the abundance that you have been given, because you don't operate in greed. Those Four Pentacles represent that miserly energy, because you believe in what's fair and what's balanced and what's good for all. that makes you what? A simp? No. It makes you fair. Like, man, they don't even realize the shit that, man, maybe they do. Maybe they do. And maybe I'm just here just ready. You know what I mean? The energy of ready. Not insistence, but ready. Because it's like, gosh, at what point does it just, and Gabriel comes and blows that trumpet, and it's just, you know what I mean? It's done. It's done. And this shit goes away. Just, but hey, if it's a fight they want, what I am seeing is that the do-gooders, the white hats, right, are preparing themselves. Yeah, they legit, look, you think I'm joking. This, the Hierophant represents the system, the world, Knight of Cups, Judgment, Devil, Moon. Like I said, where is Gabriel with the trumpet to just blow the fucking horn on this shit? Right. Ugh. And some of you are past like being temptable. Other people lose their way because they see this Ten of Pentacles. They go, but when you're okay, right, and you operate in fairness and in balance and in gratitude, who doesn't want more, right? Let's just be human. Put a pin in that. Now, back to actually having what you need. There's nothing wrong with that. And there's nothing wrong with being comfortable with having what you need by removing the spirit of greed. Like these people simultaneously are working on plans of war. Five of Swords, Five of Wands, Three of Pentacles, Hermit. Quiet as it's kept. They're trying to figure out ways of keeping people at each other's throat so they can continue to profit. Keep calling judgment on the wickedness, on the ending of the system, so we can bring about great change. Y'all know who you are. You've been called, you've been selected to defend those who cannot defend themselves. Anyway, ma'am, just saw the Knight of Wands, the Empress, right? You people gotta be who the fighters really are. You like, oh, the men go fight. Women been fighting spiritually forever since the dawn of time, folks. As I say, they've been fighting spiritually forever. I also see that there's a very strong case coming to light about, you know, people who had their fingers in somebody else's cookie jar. I feel like I'm looking at the Hierophant. With one hand hold the scepter and the other hand barely touch it. Like, I feel like somebody's gonna be singled out. Anyway. Let me give these a good shuffle. It must be human. The cards feel a little different. A little different. A little different. Somebody watching from jail? Okay. How you do that? I thought that was a conflict of interest. I didn't think you could work at a prison where you got family in that prison. Mm-hmm. What else does the Divine Collective need to know, Holy Spirit? Ooh, Chariot. I like that. Somebody's mother could be very well afraid of them moving away. But it's not because they actually love you and or miss you, by the way. No, no, no. There's something they're going to get caught doing, or something that will be exposed. I also feel like right now you may not even be on speaking terms with this mother figure, and I do feel like they are lying about you don't why you went in a different direction. I don't see malice. The Chariot, high vibe. This is conversation within the family dynamics, by the way. A lot of things hush, 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 hush. But I'm looking at the black and white checker. I don't feel like it's very complicated. I feel like it's quite obvious. Somebody moved in the direction of their happiness and wish fulfillment. Like straight up. Like, what? Somebody wants to be around high vibrational people, people who are of good cheer, who have positive things to talk about. Because I feel like any family that you have seen, they don't have anything negative to say. Like that's again, Knight of Cups energy. Like, hey, how you doing? Keep it moving. Ain't nothing but love. Like none of these are in reverse. There's not even any energy coming out of it. Like, no. But there is a two-faced energy, not to mention, Sun. We just moved into Gemini season yesterday in Western, and we're not quite there in Vedic, so still a lot of that cuspy Taurus, Gemini energy, because the Empress, either way. Right. Oh, no, I don't want to get ahead of myself. Somebody really is lying. They're really trying to spin it on why you've disconnected. You've gone on your healing journey, to be quite honest. Chariot energy. You've balanced your light and your dark, your male and female, and you're not in a codependent energy at all. At all. You see things differently. It's so funny because the hangman's here, right? And there's the Empress. And the hangman, look at it this way. If it were like this, right? From the perspective I'm seeing it, looking up the table, it's like she looks upside down to this person. So what y'all see on the outside, right? What you see external to you, what they show the world is very different than who they are. And somebody knows that. They absolutely know that. That someone is about as slick as they get. And that they are determined. And there's something they want, they will get it. And the reality is this person is more afraid of this coming out about the nature of who they are. Seven of Swords, Nine of Wands. Because again, they put on a really fucking good front. Six of Wands, they put on a really good front. Yeah, somebody chose peace, temperance. Somebody chose happiness, Nine of Cups. Period, point blank. But I don't know what's about to happen in your family dynamics that makes this person this nervous. Not to mention, like, I don't know if you're contemplating actually like relocating, like whatsoever. Some of y'all people don't even know where you live, right? And that could be a part of this too right now. Where they're like, well, why don't you know where they are? Da, 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 da. Like there's questions they cannot answer honestly because it would expose too much about this person. Wow, they lying now. Three of Swords, they definitely lying. Yeah. Look, Ace of Swords show up. Yeah, they definitely lying about the why. Okay, let me put those down. Because it's a shame when you can't share good news, happiness, connections. You can't share that you could be seeing. It's a shame when you get to that point in life where you think about those who are supposed to be the closest, the people who are supposed to be your biggest uh, fans, champions, supporters, and they are your biggest opposition. And you finally recognize that nothing can be shared with them because every time you do, a monkey wrench gets thrown into the network. Shit just stops working out. Why? Because interference. Because somebody's always trying to sabotage what you got going on. So you learn to keep all your joy, King of Cups, all your happiness, all your everything to yourself. Like I said, because when you do, when you share, right, they gather all the information they need and run off somewhere to try to set your ass up. To again, topsy-turvy, monkey wrench. Five of Cups. How many times can you be in regret, disappointment before you fucking realize that there is a bitch in your life who keeps doing everything they can to make things harder on you, to make you struggle more than what even God wants you to endure? What? Right. This person actively chooses to go after you and do things that will cause you harm, torment, and trigger you. Right. They don't want to see you happy. Three of Swords, Three of Cups. Period point. They want to steal it away from you, sabotage it. This motherfucker is a karmic. I don't care if it's your mama, your sister, your daddy, your brother, your cousin, your uncle, your aunt. Right. It could be anybody in the familial section of life. So you've learned to take things much slower with them and what you share with them and really stop moving in that direction. Just slow it down. Slow it down. And they fucking feelings because of it. Look at this. I'm sorry. I really try to control my mouth. I'm gonna do better. Four of Cups, Page of Wands. Right. Because they can't spoil anything good you got coming in, Ace of Pentacles. Because you don't share with this person who do it all for the gram, Six of Wands. So just on a basic principle, they've been targeting your wealth, your businesses, your health, everything, all of your successes in this King of Pentacles energy. They've been targeting Eight of Wands to bring endings to everything. And this is why whoever this person is, they're scared to death right now because they know all this black magic is backfiring and the chickens is coming home to roost and they living on borrowed time. I was trying not to say it, but it is what it is. I am just quite sick of these people. Quite sick of these people. They ain't got nothing but now listen, I'm gonna do a courtesy real quick because nobody's perfect. And I like what does the collective do? What did look, I cut the deck to the Queen of Pentacles. You focus on yourself. You loved yourself, you nurtured yourself, you just started putting the fucks inward. Like, oh, well, I'm just gonna give a fuck about me. They never thought you would do that though. What? What you went to school, you got married, you got into your own relationships, you had children, you grew the fuck up. What did the collective do to these people over here What do they do to make them feel like this? What is it about the collective? Sun, happy. You're just too positive. Life's just too good for you. You just seem to rebirth yourself whenever you want. What? See what I mean? It's petty. They don't like that you're fun, that you're warm, that you're charismatic, that you're successful, that you are celebrated, that you are loved, in spite of their actions. Look, strength and your ability to just be like, you know what, I'm just going to overcome it. It's fine. I'm going to put it behind me. You cut off game too. The way you can invest in yourself to reinvent yourself. I saw the Seven of Pentacles to the Death card. That's all right. Mark my words. Yep. Yep. Targeted by your own family with dark magic because they fucking evil all day. I felt this energy for just too much. And so this is my attitude about encountering this energy. That's how my human is reacting. It's abysmal. I'm being obedient because spirit's like, just read the cards, it's fine. But my human is like, yeah, I mean. So continue on, y'all. Whatever you, just continue on. If you cut people off, just keep them over there. Woosa. Woosa. Expect change. Expect all this spiritual warfare that's being aimed at you by these people in particular to stop. Like, really. Please, please. Look. Somebody like, wait, please don't go. I want to go with you in your new beginning. Look, what I say. Eight of Wands, King of Swords, but they know why they can't. Oh, for somebody, please expect a surprise phone call. Communication out of the blue. For somebody who will be asking you for your forgiveness. You dismiss this person as a joke. They very well could be an Aquarius. They don't have to be. Yeah. To be real, I feel like this person's been looking for you for the better part of 6 months. They're in recovery, treatment, something like that. 12-step program. It's a part of the recovery. They have to do this. Not that they don't want to, but it is a part of the recovery process. They have to make amends or attempt to for those people whom they injured. This person could have been a soulmate of yours. Yeah, see? Judgment. Yeah, see, this is that come to Jesus moment. I really do feel like they have seen the light. Yeah, Judgment Hermit. Somebody's in treatment. Somebody else has communication coming in from an attorney. 2 different energies with that. Yeah, see? Well, that's a big ass check. Well, that's a death benefit being paid out. 4 of Pentacles to the, I'm sorry, 4 of Swords to the 6 of Pentacles. Yeah. Because there's the Ghost. There's Judgment. Ace of Pentacles. Right. I feel like something was left solely to you, collective. And somebody might have been trying to fight it in court to hold on to whatever this is, but it was truly left solely to you. Somebody was lying about it. It's okay. It's all See, look, there's death. I told you this is a death benefit. Whatever this is, I truly do feel like it could be a life-changing sum. Yeah, 4 of Wands. See? You could have been a home health aide to somebody, like towards the end of their life. Death, 4 of Wands. You made things as comfortable as they could be. 6 of Pentacles, Death card, 4 of Wands. Yeah, somebody gonna try to tell you that in their grief, it was grief-based. I don't feel that. I feel like it was greed-based. They're gonna try to spin it as if um, they were looking for you, whoever. So what I'm getting is there's a legal representative coming towards you with information, potentially with a check or some sort of information about a death benefit. The other side, right? See, family, friend, been friends so long, y'all consider each other family, something like that. But you did something that this deceased person really, 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 really appreciated, which is you were there for them in their time of need by free will. You could have done anything else. Like there was no obligation to assist this person, but you did it anyway, is what I'm getting. You knew this person was nearing the end of their life. 3 of Wands world. So, oh yeah, man. Yeah, so I feel like you made this person's last bit of time they had here as pleasurable and as enjoyable as possible. Truly. Truly. You showed a lot of love and a lot of support and a lot of dedication to this person. You I'm not getting romance. I'm getting a companion. And then look, this person did something to make sure also. They collaborated with a lawyer with what do you call that? It's not probate. It might be probate, but I didn't think it was. I forget what court it was. But either way, yeah, they made sure because they had a feeling that another person was going to do something and try to present something else, but it's not authentic. Anyway, I really feel like one of the last things this person did before leaving this earth was seek out assistance. Oh, like I said, I think you were like some sort of home health aide. Like you assisted this person. Wow. Okay. It was really love. I mean that. Just pure. This could have been like a father figure to you, or you thought of this person as a father. Yeah, see? Ace of Swords. Yeah. And then I see the yeah. Wow. This man wants to say thank you to you, okay? That's the best way I can put it. I got a bunch of downloads, but I don't feel like that's information that needs to be put out there to you guys. But yeah, you were a friend to this person in their time of need. A caretaker, a friend, a confidant, someone who supported them, who allowed them to heal as best as possible, to be at peace as best as possible. Mm. Oh, I'm getting that this man is kind of like a guardian angel for you for the time being. I don't know if it's permanent, but that's what I'm seeing. Like they're a hidden helper. Okay. So what else? Yeah. This person could have spent time in the military, I just saw. Soldier or something. He did something. And I'm very much, it's a very strong masculine figure. They did something to ensure that I'm getting that the sacrifice, but it's more than that. But when you give of your time, your energy, like, you know what I mean, to be a caretaker, and I don't know if you got compensated. It's not feeling like that, but it's like it wasn't in vain. They wanted to make sure that you were somewhat taken care of. You know what I mean? Like, as a thank you, you had no idea. No idea. Yeah. And it's so funny because look, see, deep love, deep compassion. Oh, because it was a choice. There's no obligation. And let me tell you, it's one thing to have somebody do something because they're benefiting from it. It's a job. It's another thing to have somebody do it out of the kindness of their heart. Yeah. Ooh. People tried to turn this person against you when your back was turned. That's so funny. Okay, what other... Yeah, Ace of Swords just showed itself. Yeah, there's a lot of remorse and a lot of regret. Whatever. Ooh, new cycle. It's pretty dope. Pretty dope. Like it's so funny. So there was a season that you were going through collective, and it feels like it was very passive. Like you just had to be open to receive. You know what I mean? Like as much as we all went like, oh, be a go-getter, da, 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 sometimes you get sat down, and that's okay. But it's what you do and how you deal with the circumstance when it happens, and how you see God, in my opinion, right? And so now it seems as though that this cycle of passivity is ending, and this energy of being, of receiving, if you will. So it's so funny because it feels like in one aspect the dial was turned off, but now it's being turned back on. There was some action by the divine that was done to kind of halt, trickle, emotional test something, because your emotions are tied to how you manifest. And so this is one of those tests, like, how you gonna act? Are you gonna keep that positive attitude, or are you just being positive because you can co-create with the universe easier? And somebody, I feel like you passed your test because you still stayed in this beautiful balanced energy, focused on what could be done. Very good. Yeah. Yeah, you really did. You remained balanced. You truly developed this attitude of gratitude. You saw it for what it is. As I say that, there's the Hermit Chariot. Right. Gave you time to work on your ego. It gave you time to work on some prideful things that were in the vault. Right. To bring serious changes. You were going through a death and rebirth process. Yeah. The whole time while the devil was trying to steal your peace, trying to make you feel like you weren't heading in the right direction. We opened this reading with that remark. You are heading in the right direction. Keep going, okay? Just saying. Oh, gosh. Okay, it's Gemini season. It's the lovers. Okay, we got to do it. I know, look, they are so funny. I just got the memo, and they're, like, right there with it. Yes, Gemini season, let's go. All about choices. Look, 2-2. So remember, this season, it lends to being double-minded, right? It can be very difficult to set things in stone. You know, a lot of internal hemming and hawing and, you know, that sort of thing. This is a time where the shadow can come out to play very profusely. Now, mind you, Gemini is air, but it's also a mutable sign. If your motivations are in the right place, you will find yourself in a lot of opportune environments. Yes, I do, and thank you very much, Kaiser. Yes, yes, I do. Thank you. Appreciate that. Yes. So if you'll have to find, excuse me, let me redirect. Knight of Swords energy, and so with the energy of Gemini, with your mind on the right target, right, in the right direction, you will find opportunity. Mind you, Gemini's opposite sign is Sagittarius, and so as we build towards that Sagittarius new moon, full moon rather, you will see things start springing up. You know what I mean? The energy getting lighter and lighter, but go in the direction of optimism. It doesn't matter about the uncertainty because that is the nature of the season. But if you believe, you will succeed. Is the best way I can do it. By you could tamp down the shadow of Gemini. You're gonna have to feel your way. You're gonna have to vibe it out a little bit. Stay out of your heads. Stay out of your, your own way. Choose optimism. Okay. Yeah. Whew. Yeah. Choose playful. Be flexible. The lovers. Oh, it's also the sign of communication. So if you find yourselves talking a mile a minute, hey, welcome to Gemini season. If you find yourself having conflicting thoughts, welcome to Gemini season. If you find all of a sudden after radio silence for many, many months, and all of a sudden everybody's like, hey, 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 how do I do that? That's Gemini season. Ooh, that's intense. That's all that watery passion. Okay, hold on. So all right, how does Erica, who's a Pisces, go towards? I'm just going to use the name I see, Kaiser, who's a Scorpio. How does she feel currently? Ooh. Let me. Wow. Okay. Six of Swords, Six of Pentacles. Very balanced. Like the relationship's heading in the right direction. Um, that there's a nice sort of give and take. If there has been any sort of like mental, like any sort of arguments, right? That is, you overcome those very easily. 66 is a soulmate number. So there's a higher sort of energy with the connection. Um, I don't know if y'all are currently dating, but there's a opportunity for it to go the distance. I don't know if you're thinking, is this person wedding, marriage material? I would slow down on that. I feel like they could actually have one of y'all got some hangups from a previous relationship that didn't go so well when it ended, and so there could be some healing that needs to happen with the inner child. You know what I mean? The relationship's focus, right? If you want to know what she needs from you, right? Hold on, let me move these out of the way. And the connection, she is kind of looking for like a higher, love, if you will, something very spiritual in itself, even if that's not communicated. There is an intensity in the passion and all of that. And so the energy needs to be focused on building that connection where there's trust, where there's comfort. It's a nurturing environment in order to get this, I don't want to say drop their guard, but to ease into it more. Pisceans tend to carry emotional baggage like nobody else. So that's why the focus on the love, the nurturing, just vibing, being around each other, all of those things, because there's a weird sort of, I don't mean to compare to my ex, but I subconsciously compare it to my ex. And so just to stay away from that, because I don't feel like y'all are anything similar. I mean, there might be some like physical characteristics, but I don't think it's that. This should be the energy right here. Eight of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. Work on the love and the nurturing and yeah, and the communication and talking about your families and your upbringings and things like that. I know it sounds funny, but really it could go the distance, but it might require um more patience than you think it will. But there's love here, and there is a good soulmate balance and dynamic here. But I would definitely stay away from any sort of power play dynamics. It needs to be reciprocal. More so, well, no, water. Y'all both could get scorned very easily. Not saying you're vindictive, but emotions. Pisces carry emotional baggage, and Scorpios never forget a fucking thing. And you know that. Like, y'all can hold a grudge, okay? But yeah, yeah. Yeah, just focus on the love. Like, yeah, absolutely. All those things that heal your inner child. Um, like maybe I don't know, I'm getting a visual like fireworks, lakeside, bonfires, marshmallow, like little things, subtle things that really bring out the sweetness, the innocence in each other. But definitely a lot of focus on healing each other's inner childs, nurturing a safe space where you can be comfortable. I'm seriously getting that because it's funny. The feminine energy seems like they're hyper fixated on finding imperfection, right? And so that's because that emotional baggage that comes with the Pisces. And so there's nothing to find. I feel like you work a lot. You might have a slight workaholic thing. I know how y'all get about y'all dinero. It's okay. But no, it looks really good. Like the overall relationship does. It looks really good. It's fair, it's balanced, it's heading in the right direction. It truly, that's from their perspective. Yeah, yeah. Head down. And listen, this is where, and that's fine. And this is where some of that suspicion, hypervigilance comes in because you're not really reachable when you work. Like you're really fixated. And so it, why can't I reach you? It's a little, it feels triggery. Like they get triggered because of other shit that has nothing to do with you, by the way. And they just breed suspicion. It's definitely the Pisces have been cheated on. And so in their mind, there again, that emotional baggage is so real with this. It's just coming through. Like, and so there's this expectation because of karmic baggage that again has nothing to do with you, that the situation will change or it'll end and things like that. It ain't. Please, they don't know Scorpios when they in it. Like head down, unreachable. Yeah, but if I would just go slow. Love on each other, nurture each other. Tell that bitch she fine. Hold on, let me see. That she love you. Yes, there is love. She sees a future with you. Like you're definitely husband material because that's Aries Emperor energy. She sees a future with you. Is you know, we're looking at the Queen of Cups, and so there is love there. There's a foundation of it, and not just because she's, you know, Pisces and water, because that's not it. The Queen of Cups is a beautiful energy. It is sincere. Oh, I know. Oh, I definitely know. And the worst thing you could do is tell a Scorpio that the person that they are with is not the right, because they'll cling to it. So I like that you're seeking spiritual guidance. Yeah. It's a very familiar relationship. The energy, y'all have what I'm seeing is that there's a past life connection. And so if you're super duper comfortable with each other and it really hasn't been that long of you interacting with one another, that's where this comes from, which would make sense why the double sixes came out really fast. Because like there's definitely a soulmate connection. When I was shuffling the cards, I was getting the Two of Cups. But that could be any sort of romance. Not romance. It could be love. It could be platonic love, familial. But there's emotional reciprocity is the best way of putting that. Yeah, they love somebody. Somebody's fighting it. Either you or them. Again, emotional baggage. Emotional baggage. Somebody's got to really unload that shit. Ain't got nothing to do with you. Yeah, man. But there's definitely a future. Any other things that, excuse me, any other communication for this particular? Wow. So I'm being said, I mean, oh, hold on, let me grab some water. I'm being led to tell you. Woo. Oh, oh. I have a lot of strong Mercury, and sometimes this season is just a different kind of special for me. Please don't let me shock you. I'm just here. Use the energy of this season, right? Gemini season, Mercury here with the Magician, right? To communicate, to manifest everything you want in this relationship. I'm not even kidding. This is the perfect time because the season's ruled by lovers, Gemini, communication. Tell the cosmos, I love this woman. I want this woman. Let it all work out however you want to do it. But this is the best time and the best energy to pull in what it is that you want and how you want the relationship to be and set it and forget it into the universe and it'll be fine. Yeah. And everything gonna line up. Yeah. 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 But y'all so cute. Y'all so cute. Yeah. Yeah. You give her husband like vibes with the Emperor energy showing up, Aries. And look, ooh, look. See? See? Emperor, Empress, right back. See what I mean? It has all the trimmings to be everything you want it to be. And I mean that. Because you're already pretty determined. That's so funny. You already know what you want. You just don't want to freak her out. King of Swords, King of Pentacles. You were already thinking about it. Justice, Four of Wands. Yeah. King of Wands, like you're stopping yourself from taking certain actions, right? But you feel it. The love is bubbling up. You ready. You're absolutely ready. You're like, yo, I want you to meet my family. I want you to meet my friends. Like, I feel like your own reaction to this person is surprising the hell out of you. Like you know, you could take it or leave it most times, but it is something about this person that's really got you, and that's for good reason. Wait, did I see every king but the King of Cups? Yeah, see, your ass, you in love. What you talking about? Huh? Yes, you are. Huh? You funny. Like, I want to ask, but I don't know. I think it's too soon. And da 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 da. And how does she feel? Nah, I'm telling you, it's got nothing. Like, it's not that she doesn't want it. It's she needs to be in counseling. How about that? Low key, she could benefit from couples counseling on her own to get rid of what she's carrying around. And there's some other shit I think that she was kind of exposed to in those tender years that kind of left a little imprint because she's operating from a place of fear when she really does. I think she does want it. That's what I'm seeing. That there's love, but there's this energy of trying to over scrutinize and make sure it's not love bombing. You're not gaslighting her. That you're not like the last one. She don't mean to compare, but she can't help it. She really do need to be in therapy. It's fear. I see fear. Some people don't know. Like when you when you get to a level with somebody and you feel peace, you make this woman feel peace. She probably even said some shit like that. Like I don't want to take it too far because I don't want to peer into the context. But I'm seeing like a nap and something like I don't normally fall asleep. I don't know something like that. Like listen, somebody really did a number on them. Oh, there you go, King of Cups. Yeah, there you go. Like she fighting herself because of the shit she went through in her own past. Ain't got nothing to do with that. It's not rejection. It's not boredom. It's because the person you are doesn't line up to the bullshit lies and manipulation that was implanted prior to your arrival is the best way of putting it. But nah, you the real nah, she know you love her. It's obvious. It's not about what you say, it's about what you do. And I feel like it's very apparent, Six of Wands. Like you show up big. Yeah, she feeling you. Yeah, she is. She trying to deny it, like, no, 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 it's too soon. No. Yeah, you be all right. This is so cute. Thank you so much for letting me read for you. Like, very much so. You be all right. I would just go slow. I definitely would just go slow. Yeah. But keep it light, keep it cute, do things that make it fun. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Mm-hmm. If you inspire to send a little cute message, send a cute message. No hate big heads, but something cute, romantical, innocent. It's gonna work out. It looks just as Three of Pentacles. It might seem a little slow, but actually that's what you want. Because you're going, it feels like you're going for the distance. You're not looking for just right now. And it has all the markers of something firm and stable and that has longevity. It just needs groundwork. It just need groundwork. She know you a keeper, by the way. She know exactly you a keeper. Oh, I don't know. I'm seeing here. I'm gonna let you go in a second, but I'm definitely seeing here that by the time there's actual introductions to like maybe a barbecue or something like that, I don't get formal, but it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be like they're gonna y'all like each side is gonna love each other. That's gonna be the biggest. If like I know when the family be like, oh my god, they're amazing. Where'd you meet them? You're in. All right. Let's put those down. Let's clear the connection. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah. But this is the season of lovers. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. Mm. I'm just gonna pray she's a Pisces and a very high vibration. Is she a March Pisces or a February Pisces? Because that's interesting, the differences. If she's eight, oh excuse me, if she's March, she's got a lot more Aries in her. March 8th. Okay. They like a chase. And I don't mean you chase it. You know what I mean? Oh God. Oh God. I don't want you to be that guy. It's okay. Um oh. Now you keep being yourself. You keep being yourself, but there's some fiery elements to that for sure. Yeah. Interesting. That's too funny. Too funny. Mm-hmm. Yeah. See, Two of Cups, Queen of there's an energy of, you know, she like it a little spicy. Oh yeah, a little toxic. We gotta get her out of her shadow because that push and pull. Mm, mm, hold on, hold on. I want to do this in a safe way. Ooh, okay. You're gonna have to stalk your prey. Mm. I love that Wolf came out. I really do, because that's the energy I feel like you have to be in order to let's just say to scale those fences. Because she's definitely got some fences up. Hold on. I mean, Scorpios are so mysterious. But I mean, I don't know. Scorpio women can be mysterious. Scorpio men are normally very direct. Like, y'all get mysterious when you try to seduce people. That's different. Yes, yes, that is exact. But that is the Piscean nature. Go with the current, push against the current. And so when she pushes, or like when she's pulling away, you cannot go towards her. I'm just telling you now, that's not the way to do it. Yeah, you kind of got to let the emotions build and be like, right. It's like spawning fish that go back to their same tributaries year after year because they're pulled that way. Right. Right. Sometimes you can't really communicate what, you know what I mean? It's weird shit. It really is. Okay, so let me just tell you. Wolf, guardian of the family and tribe, activism and ritual. Let me see. Let me see. Oh, doer energy. Right. Okay, good. Okay, good. Because I'm like, you just gotta, you gotta let them stew a little bit. Can't feed into the Pisces. I'm thinking about a Pisces chick that I know who was in love with love for the longest time, has gone through many husbands. Okay, not the same person by any means, different end of the spectrum. Um, at the same time, that thrill of the chase and the noon and just right. And for her in particular, the woman I'm thinking of, the ones who treated her like gold, not the ones she normally kept. She might have married them for a minute, right? In this particular situation, but eventually she would get bored of the nice guy of the one who was responsible and da 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 and then she would just blow up her whole fucking life and start it again and do it again instead of just finding someone who or learning herself enough to know that I need diversity. And you show up in almost full emperor energy, three of the four kings with the emperor, the king of cups. It was the one that was held back. And so emotions, as much as I love It may not be the way to get through to her. You said it, let it be. Now it's all about action, right? It is what it is. We're not gonna scare nobody. You said your piece, and that's just what it is. And you know, so you don't have to be as not no Scorpios can talk. Not Scorpio, men can talk. So can women, you know. um, but yeah, yeah, strong silent type. All right, I love you. Let me stop. Let me stop. Because I'd be so excited. I'm like, oh, we can get so much more. But you know, these are minis, and I don't want to put your whole life out there. Oh, okay, okay. That's the luck to you. Like truly, it's gonna be great. Are really gonna make me listen to this whole commercial? Oh no. And another one. Hold on. I guess that makes sense though that depiction looks like that. I've never seen a image of Lakshmi as a robust. Well, I do my best. I do my best. I'm sorry. I'm being lectured by who is not so much important, but they're showing me a bunch of images of very robust and rotund deities, and they're like, it means abundance, and I'm like, oh my god, okay, okay, okay. I'm sorry, we're shallow in America. Ah, oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh my god. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. That's my only pure intention that it's helpful to you, truly. Truly, truly. And I do God's work. I'm in line with my daddy, but that goes without saying. But yes. Oh man, but don't forget to manifest, okay? It's the perfect season to work with that beautiful Mercury energy in Gemini to, tell the universe exactly how you want the relationship to go. A little love letter to the universe about your love life. Okay? But yeah. Anyway. They like, you gonna change your image on fat. And I'm like, it's not what you think. It's not, but it kind of is. Because, but the Buddha, there's all the depictions of the Buddha, right? And he be laying down, looking all anorexic. And then there's the happy, the Hoti Buddha, the fat one. And honestly, he is my favorite. But I've never seen, like, I'm listening to Lakshmi music, right? Um, and I'm like, I've never seen, like, the Buddha style of her, and I'm like, wait, what? And so I really, really got lectured for that. Like, oh my God, I don't appreciate the lecture, but it's okay. I'm sorry, I'm learning. Oh, this incarnation, they shallow. I'm sorry. Oh, my human be acting up sometimes. I don't even know. Oh my God. Yo, it's gonna be a fun season though. It really will be. Expect beautiful blessings, opportunities to abound. Um, expect communication from families. Expect to actually establish new forms of family as well. I'm getting that. Yeah, yeah. But I will say, pick and choose your verbal battles wisely. As I say that, the Knight of Wands is on the ooh, and then look, there's a High Priestess. Sometimes during this season, we just gonna have to uh shut up. I'm not kidding, because the High Priestess be like, oh baby, I know, but I can't say it because I feel like it could turn the fisticuffs. Okay, because the Knight of Wands is chasing down this Knight of Swords, and it's like the mouth could get us in trouble. It could get us in trouble. And I've been telling all my other, if you got heavy Mercury in your chart, baby, I am talking to you. All my mutable signs, I'm talking to you. Oh, I don't know what it is, but we might get in trouble. We might get in trouble. Like seriously in trouble. Yeah, I don't get a choice. Like when I fight the verbiage, I sound uh confuddled. Like I half the time I like it's a playback. Like I'm hearing myself, but I'm like, why did I? Mm. All I can say, it's so fun to be me. It's a great time. Yeah, but we got to use a lot more strategy in how we communicate with people through this season because, as they say, loose lips sink ships. And so the best thing we can do is stick to truth during Gemini season. We should be doing that all the time, truth, right? But any lies will catch up with you through this season, is what I'm getting. If you stick to the truth in your communication and you don't try to be slick with people and double talk and all that, it'll be fine. Better to say nothing than say something that is not true because it's going to catch up to you very, very quickly in this season. And then I just saw the 5 of Wands to the 8 of Swords. See what I mean? I said it might come to fisticuffs. See what I mean? Nobody want the pretty single, the stainless steel bangles. Nobody want them. And so this would be a great season to find someone to talk to if you've been considering therapy, counseling, any of it. This will be the perfect season of talk and communication, of, tapping into your shadow, the things that you think about, ruminate on, but you don't necessarily express freely to others. Perfect time, okay? Perfect time. It'll say more confirmation. See, better to say it in the confines and the privacy where you got HIPAA than to say it someplace and end up, bound. Yeah. Yep. Say loving words, healing words. Practice your positive affirmations. I'm also getting that too. And in my experiences dealing with Gemini energy, there is a natural broodiness to it. There is a natural sort of volatility to it. It's a very fast moving energy. So things are, they can escalate very quickly. But yeah, tap into its shadow and the high vibe, meaning Sagittarius, where it's fun, it's a good time, things work out in my favor. Optimism, faith will get us all through Gemini season, okay? All right, let's pick those up. 87. Okay, I'm gonna go till 90 minutes and then I'm done. Yeah. Ooh. Um, in order to manifest, you have to tap into childlike enthusiasm. I don't know who was asking that question, but it's required. That purity, that innocence, it's required. It's impossible any other way because the results will be contaminated. You need purity. I didn't say innocence, purity. All right, think about it this way. You ever recall a tale or a story and you're replaying the events in your mind's eye as you're telling somebody about something that happened and you start laughing. And it's just so funny, but you're in the emotion of the moment, recalling it. It's like that. You have to be that tapped in. You cannot, I don't recommend trying to manifest from a place of pain and hurt and suffering. Because that's usually something yucky, you know? What else does Divine Collective need to know this time? Ooh. Teamwork make the dream work. 3 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups. Ace of Wands, Six of Swords, Knight of Wands, Seven of Cups, Page of Cups, Page of Wands. Somebody's going through a hard time. They've been hiding this from a lot of people, and so they want to strike up some sort of friendly, easygoing conversation because they really would like your assistance in getting them to the next stage of something. They feel like they're missing something, but it's a level of frustration that I feel, and this person does not want to give up on whatever this is that they've started to build, to grow, right? But at the same time, they need help. And so something in them is being inspired by the divine, right? God is moving through this person to send them in your direction. And primarily, I mean, we have all the suits here. We have pentacles, cups, wands, and swords. And so this is a creative project is what this feels like. Somebody's very close to achieving some pentacle of success, but something is heavy on their mind that's got them worried. Hence why they're seeking you for communication. This could even be a what do you call that? A contract somebody wants you to review with them. There is some sort of weird energy between you and this person, by the way. This makes me feel like starting over because you go from the Ten of Cups to the Page of Cups. So there's this, it's full circle sort of energy. And if there's some sort of weird energy, emotion sitting between you, there's like bygones. Like we need to start over, refresh, redo. Somebody's working in a very, very, very competitive industry. I mean that up like sabotage, all sorts of stuff. Like there's no camaraderie in this environment because it's so competitive. Eight of Pentacles, Five of Wands, Five of Swords. I mean that. Like it is cutthroat. This person needs a friend. They need someone to brainstorm. Man. This this almost feels like, when you tell your kids about how the world really works and they don't believe you and they run out the front door. Hey, sweetie, I got your email. We got to chat. We really got to chat about some things when it comes to, because what is the overall goal with what, you know what I mean? Like, that's really what, because I don't mind, but I'm like, well, what are we trying to accomplish with those details? Now, mind you, I read the first four lines in my drop down menu and I didn't open it fully, but yeah, because maybe yes, I am. Okay. Yeah, because we need to brainstorm a little bit because I'm like, is our goal to get these people, stopped, incarcerated, turned over to the proper authorities? Because that's I need direction. Because when I'm doing these sorts of readings, sweetie, I'm just channeling, spitballing, and it comes as it comes, and so it's very difficult unless I'm like, hey, let me pull out the map and do this real quick, but I'm very grateful. No, I don't want to do it today. No, tomorrow. We'll do that tomorrow. But I'm glad you popped in because I was definitely like, okay, I just need a little bit direction with that. So thank you, thank you. Let me tell you, y'all be motivating a girl. Y'all do. Y'all keep me on my toes and getting educated and learning and growing and diving deeper. But yeah, sorry. Back to this. They need a friend. I don't know what happened between y'all, but this person is in over their head and they want to start over because they want to know how you got through something. I don't know if y'all are in the same field, industry, something worked out very well for you, and like somebody's just on the beginning of a journey, or expanding, growing, trusting God. You know what I mean? This whole thing. And it's not easy. 9 of Wands, 7 of Cups. I mean, it's not, but it's not easy. And so it's like somebody really, they need a positive word. They need to be inspired. They like, hey friend, I miss you. Oh no, I get all that. You popped in and oh, it is kind of late where you are. No, I was definitely going to respond to your email before the day was out on my end. That's so funny. Yeah, yeah. Oh, I get that. I totally get that. Listen, you know what I told them sons of bitches? Oh, I know. That it should be. It really should be free, the petrol, huh? All the shit that's going on across Europe with these freaking wars and stuff, it really should be. They should be like, here you go. We're so sorry for the inconvenience. Okay. Okay, what's gonna be the outcome of these people having this conversation? Um, I just saw the Hangman and Temperance. And so those are the bigger, we'll just say the bigger emotions involved in this, which is healing whatever the transgression is between you. Somebody might also admit to you that they were jealous and petty and they talked a lot of shit and da 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 da, and that's because you left them behind and you wasn't supposed to do that and da 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 da. Like it. But either way, there will be some sort of amends made in this. Somebody was really afraid of you ascending, right? Which is the craziest thing to think about. But when you don't want to be left behind, for some, I'm like, I feel like this is could even be like a parental figure, like it's like you leaving the nest for your own happiness. Like what? And it's like for those of you where that applies, it's like whatever this person did to stop your advancement, your ascension, just growing the fuck up, like they really regret that shit. Because I don't feel like there's any love loss on your part. And it's like somebody was fighting an ideal, some dream, some fantasy. Like it's like the white picket fence. You know what I mean? No, I'm not. I don't. It's not about oh. You know, it's not even about that. I just got a big ass heart, man. I don't even like to admit that shit, but it's true. It's true. It's fine. Someone really did try to stop you. Like I'm getting a couple different things. It's so funny. No matter what this person come towards you and tell you about their change of heart, you know, whatever this is, that they like, it doesn't matter. Energy don't lie, right? And so even if they come towards you and say, you know, I'm jealous of the work that you do, right? I'm jealous of your determination and your confidence. and your ability to reinvent yourself. You already knew that. Oh, I know. You know, but they regret it because now that everything's out, right? The contents are spilled. They're still over here with it. Instead of recognizing that there are so many different types of soulmates. And this doesn't feel romantic, by the way. It doesn't. This feels like platonic friends. Because I'm looking at a cup and I'm looking at a wand. So it gives me male female dynamics, but I'm not getting romance. This could even be siblings. You know what I mean? Because the 10 of cups, 7 of cups, all the cups energies, the 4 of wands, someone that you grew up with, someone that you lived in the same house with. Like siblings can be jealous of one another. They sure can. They sure can. But you felt all of that is my reason for saying that. So even if they say all that, well, can you please forgive me? Blah, 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 you know how I feel. You be like, oh, you need to confess to a priest. Mm. Mm. And I do feel like there's a level of confusion on why, even if this is like sibling dynamics, why you trigger this person. Really, it's inspiration. Ace of Wands is sitting on top of this Page of Cups. This was supposed to be, your energy was supposed to inspire, not antagonize. But there's definitely some sort of like conversation, exchange in the household. There was mental manipulation. Yeah, yeah. Things were said and directed by whoever the head of household was, male, female, don't matter, head of house, that caused a wedge, a divide, that planted seeds that made people want to hold back. Okay. This person has definitely had like a dark night because the hermit seeks the star. The star is already out here. So this person is going on some sort of deep healing, introspective journey. And brava. And brava. That's what we want. That is exactly what we want. The Divine Collective wants everyone to love, to heal, to go within, to challenge their outdated notions and beliefs, to cut themselves free of any and all emotional baggage, to actually have a relationship with God. Like that. Simple. You'll be so much happier. Yeah. Somebody, like, I really feel like this is like family infighting for a part of this. Like the second wave of energy that came through, it's like family infighting. If somebody really feels like they were betrayed because of how their mindset is. Woo! Damn it. I knew it was going to fall. Oh, yo, I was supposed to be off of here 10 minutes ago. It's okay. Um, yeah, somebody's doing a lot of reflecting on things that were said. It's like all of a sudden things are coming to the surface, coming to the surface, coming. This could even be somebody who's gotten sober. Because the 7 of Cups is here. And so, if you intoxicated all the time, you don't think very clearly. No matter what the substance is, you just don't think clearly. But if you have a come to Jesus or a moment, or you get help, or you go to recovery, and all of a sudden all the memories, all the repressed shit starts coming to the surface, and you're like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Like somebody's brother or sister is having one of these moments. Just know there is a cycle coming in within family units. I feel like I'm talking to a trio of siblings. If y'all have been estranged, expect reconciliation, expect peace. to be reestablished. The love isn't stopped. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't held back. It was stunted. It was different. It was repressed. Why, thank you. Yeah. Wow. This energy that's been so pervasive in the fourth house, I just saw the chariot and the 5 of cups. With this, it is sweeping. There will be healing in the family dynamics. I love that. Oh, I so love that. Yay. Yay, world. Because I'll tell you, boy, it's enough crap going on. I know people who are broke, but you know what? They are not. They may not have actual money, but they are absolutely wealthy people because they have good family dynamics. They can pick up the phone like, "Hey, ma, how's it going? Hey, sis. Hey, aunt. Hey, granny." You know, they get together like the Italians every Sunday and just have a meal because they enjoy each other. They love each other. It's wild. But we're gonna bring it back. We're gonna bring it back. It's like somebody don't even know. They're like, they couldn't find a reason. Like when they really went deep within, they could not see a reason. The hermit was turned upside down for some reason. Why they were jealous, why they were so aggressive and they were competing, it didn't make sense. It's because that seed was planted. Yeah, mostly what they discover is because they saw your light. They don't have the same light, but they never once went inside their own self to discover that, yes, you too have a light. Yes, you too have a calling. Yes, you too have a purpose. Yes, you too have a connection with God. Yes, yes. But instead of developing and nurturing that little spark, that little ember you were given, you ignored it. And you was like, no, there's a big fire over there. It looks really warm and like a kid sulking. Yeah, somebody's had a massive change in perspective. Massive. I almost feel like somebody had a nervous breakdown. I don't wish that on nobody. Like somebody slowly started to see how things really work and how they got to be this place. Like literally an epiphany, a page of swords, judgment. Wow. It's really given sobriety. I keep feeling that sobriety. Not saying they got clean, but it happens where you could drink yourself sober. Yeah, they don't have that come to Jesus moment. They don't went through an awakening. They are truly inspired. I love it. Aww. Wow. They are healing the hurt. The 3 of Swords just jumped out, slid over towards my crystal ball and my aqua aura quartz. Look at that. They're healing. And that's heart chakra. That's what makes this even better, right? Because this stone is like upper and lower heart chakra, green and pink energy. Now you know, if you didn't know. Okay. Hey y'all, I got a question. What do y'all think of mala beads? Like Hindu rosaries? Supposed to be 1 point for every chakra. Well, the main ones, anyways, like 108, sometimes 109. But anyway, yeah, this person's working on their heart chakra. Like it's healing. Aww. And then look, didn't I tell you it looked like sobriety? All of a sudden, like God snapped this person out of it. 7 of Cups, devil, that is binge drinking, alcoholism. Right. And I look, isn't that funny? I said it touched my crystal ball. But High Priestess Temperance. See what I mean? The judgment. You done had the moment. Good job. Good job. Yeah, so again, that energy we keep feeling here and there of this urgency of making things right, that's where it's coming from. Oh. Somebody thought you was lying. I guess you said something to somebody about that, about how, oh no, I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do this anymore. Da-da-da. And they was like, he was like, no, had an awakening, I had an epiphany about it. I just stopped. Somebody, whoever you said that to, is that person. Because they didn't believe you that it was possible. They didn't believe you that one day you could just wake up and feel totally different. Be a whole new person. Yeah, whoever this is somebody you knew was struggling to find their balance. But now Temperance is here. Hey, you moved. You were so comfortable. Just gonna put you here for a second. I'm sorry, kitty break, y'all. Kitty break, kitty break, kitty break. Don't get up here and start messing with my dice. Oh my boy. Mhm. There you go. They haven't seen you since you was like 6 months old. Yes. Yes. He's a big, big, big boy. Mwah. Yes, he is. You gotta see him in spirit. He's massive. I walked by a church and this guy, like, I guess it's popular to put like lions and shit. Oh no, she be around. She do. And when her spirit comes near me, I get really I can feel it. It almost makes me sad, but she's sweet. Yeah. No, see. I already know. Yeah, eat that. You can eat orchids. Okay. Anyway. But yeah, he's good. He's so good. That's my bud. You have food. I made sure. I made sure that way when I sat down and you woke up, you had your grub. Now go get your food. Huh. Anyway, yeah, they had an epiphany. This person's working on their healing, like they're balancing things out across the board. I like it. Yeah, it's like it's the addictions, but we knew that. I saw it. Huh. Wow. Whoever this person is, I feel like they're coming up. This is a female, by the way. They're coming up on their 1 year sobriety date. They've been keeping this to you. Excuse me, keeping this away from you, this information, until they felt strong enough. But this is great. This is absolutely great. You should really celebrate this person when they come towards you because it's not easy. Okay? They're a little raw, but they're doing good. They've ascended. They really are. They got their 1 year chip. And I feel like they really do go to their meetings. 12% chance is better than no percent chance. Just keep going. Keep going. Yes. Yes, my boy. He's a boy. Although he's got very androgynistic features, but he's definitely a boy. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry about yours, by the way. Truly. Like, really. That's heartbreaking. You know, I often, if you're people in the spiritual community, like, just a sidebar because I am about to go. Um, when it comes to pets, not even familiars. You're welcome. But pets in general, like, you have to protect them from the spiritual work that you do. They're going to protect you anyway. But I consider familiars slightly different types of creatures, like in how they interact with us, because they have different tasks. But protect your pets from the energetic bullshit. You know, healing frequencies is helpful. Um, Play those in the background of your house. You know what I mean? Like scripture, but healing frequencies. It really does keep the energy high, and it keeps them from being overstimulated, because you know cats are very, very psychic and they see a bunch of shit. And if you don't want them spazzing all day, you know, play some frequencies that keep them, you know, chill, and keep their third eye from being super overactive. Just saying. And you know, and then low vibrational people who of course will do anything to get under your skin, will target your pets. And so protect them. You can put tourmaline on their collars. You can do a lot of different things. You know, I believe in wiping them down, smudging them. Yes, hold your cat and walk them through a smoke bath. Yes, yes, do that quickly. Right. You know, clean their paws, you know, anoint them with a little holy water. I don't play. Not about mine. Because I will fuck you up and I will come to you in spirit, I promise. The children and the animals. No mercy. All right. Somebody's intuition is telling them that somebody's being two-faced across, wearing a mask. You need to follow that. I'm talking to somebody who's roughly 20 to 23 years old. Yeah, you are picking up jealousy. You're picking up animosity. Yeah, like whatever your spidey senses are telling you, you need to pay attention to. Don't be naive, because they're trying to set your ass up. Okay? So, you know, your auntie, you know, auntie love you. But, you know, my young ladies, my little niecey poos, okay? Don't be don't be dismissing the vibes you getting. All right? Or you got a little sister or a cousin, something like that. But this person's, I feel like they are 20 on the nose, or somebody else 23, but 20 on the nose. feel like this person could be staying with you under very mysterious circumstances, but there is something else going on you need to pay attention to. They trying to set that girl up. All right, I gotta go. I love y'all. I really do. We'll do this again very soon. And I'm still going to respond to the email because I don't think I was being very clear, or I was choosing not to be as clear as I could. But yeah, we'll do this very soon. Thank you for your love, your support, your time, your attention. Bye.